Today we're going to be making stir-fried bamboo and pork. This is a Taiwanese dish that we used to eat, and I got my hands on some bamboo shoots when I was in kind of like a Chinatown in Queens. So let me show you the ingredients. So these are the bamboo shoots that I got. These are chili bamboo shoots, and they're made in Taiwan. And the ingredients are just bamboo shoots, soybean oil, chili, sugar, salt, and lactic acid. And they're really good. They're actually very fresh tasting, so I'm really excited to cook with them. I'm also going to be using some pork. This is about 5 very, very thin pork cutlets, or about 2 cups of pork that I just cut into strips. This is 3 cloves of garlic, small cloves. This is probably about a tablespoon of ginger. This is 1 carrot that I just cut into this kind of shape. Mirin, or if you have Shaoxing wine, that would be even better. Just 1/4 of an onion that I just sliced. Cilantro, salt. Here we have, these are dried mushrooms. These ones are from Japan. You can get dried shitake. If you can't find like an Asian mushroom, you could always use like dried cremini. And I just soaked them in hot water, and I'm gonna slice them as well into thin strips. Use some baking soda today as a tenderizer for the pork. Potato starch as well. You can use cornstarch, that works just as well. So the first thing we're going to do is just to prepare the pork. So I'm just going to take a tablespoon of the mirin, or Shaoxing wine. I'm also going to take like a pinch of baking soda. Baking soda just helps to tenderize the meat. That's all it does. You're not going to taste it. And then I'm going to add some potato starch or cornstarch, about a tablespoon, and then I'll see if I need more. And what this does is it kind of like coats the pork slightly, so when you're stir frying it, because it is such a lean piece of pork, you know, this isn't like pork belly, this is just like a lean piece of like pork chop. You know, sometimes that can get dry, so this really helps to kind of make sure that when you're stir frying it, that it stays tender and moist, and it locks in all the flavors. If you just got fresh bamboo shoots, I would suggest maybe adding some soy sauce to the stir fry as well. Okay, so that's gonna sit for a little while, and then we can get cooking on the other stuff. Add the pork to it. I'm not going to cook these completely through because we're actually going to add them back. So for now, we're just going to remove them. More oil. Going to add the carrots, onion, mushroom. Okay, so it's been about a minute. Now I'm going to add the ginger and garlic. I'm going to add the bamboo shoots. These are really fresh. They don't have that like canned taste to it. And I'm not adding extra chilies because this is in chili oil, but maybe you can get your hands on ones that aren't in chili oil, but I actually really like this, so I'm perfectly happy with it. Pork back in. Give that a toss. So this is the reserved liquid from the dried mushrooms. I'm just going to add a little bit in here, maybe just like 1/4 cup. Just a little. Just to kind of give it some liquid. In case anyone was wondering about how much was in the bamboos, it's 12 ounces or 350 grams. It looks about, I would say, 1.5 cups. Cooked together for about 5 minutes. I'm just going to add a little bit of sugar and a little bit of salt, just a little, not a lot. Okay, I'm gonna throw some cilantro in now and then a little bit more later for garnish. I also made Taiwanese tea eggs. I was obviously on a Taiwan food kick today. If you are interested in Taiwanese tea eggs and you want to know how to make them, just let me know and I'll make a video because I plan on making them often now that I know how and I see how unbelievably easy it is. So I'm just going to peel this one and let you see what it looks like. To anyone that has been to Taiwan or even just Asia for that matter, you're going to know exactly what I'm talking about when I say this. But it smells so much like Family Mart in here. In Taiwan, this, like the smell of tea eggs boiling is the smell of Family Mart. So it was actually very comforting for me when I smelt it in my living room here in North Carolina. So I would say that that looks pretty good for a Taiwanese tea egg. Pretty good. Got the T formation going on here. Okay, we'll cut it. All right, not bad. So I'm very excited to try those as well. All right, I'm gonna give this a taste for you, and then if Benita's lucky, she might get a taste too. So obviously I'm gonna have this with rice, but I'm just tasting, you know, this. It looks really, really good. I'm really excited. It's such a good flavor combination, the carrot with the dried mushroom and the bamboo. Get your hands on this kind of bamboo. I know in the United States it's really hard to get fresh bamboo, but if you can get at least where it's packaged in plastic, you know, maybe in the refrigerated section in like some kind of Asian grocery, definitely go with that one. Give this recipe a try. I think it came out really great. It tastes a lot like Taiwan. And until next time, see you later, guys. And I think Benita should get one too. Paw, lay, good girl.